Welcome back to the channel, guys. Let's get straight into another story. The UK is reportedly rapidly deploying plans to prepare for war. That's right, according to the Armed Forces Minister, our country is moving at a pace to ensure it can respond to any threat, and the situation is serious. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. For everyday Brits, the idea that the government is openly talking about preparing for war should be alarming. We're not talking about minor exercises or routine military drills. We're talking about planning for a serious, potentially large-scale conflict. And this comes at a time when our military resources are already stretched, our economy is fragile, and our national confidence has been shaken under Keir Starmer's administration. Armed Forces Minister James Heappey made it clear that these plans are rapidly evolving. That means decisions are being taken fast, strategies are being implemented, and the government is acknowledging that the threats we face, whether from hostile states, global instability, or unexpected crises, these are all real. This isn't political theatre, this is the reality of a world that has grown increasingly unstable, and the UK cannot afford to be caught unprepared. But here's the issue. While planning is essential, there's a question of execution. Britain has been running a chronically underfunded defence sector for years, and under the current government there's little indication that investment and preparation are being matched by capability. Starmer's Labour government talks a lot about diplomacy and cooperation, but as the Armed Forces Minister warns, planning for war is not talking, it's about readiness, hardware and logistics. We have to face a hard truth. A government that underestimates the military threat puts the nation at risk. Starmer's approach might emphasise negotiation and soft power, but when the world is volatile, nations cannot really solely depend on diplomacy. Britain needs a strong leadership that ensures our forces are equipped, trained and ready. Otherwise we are left vulnerable, and history shows us the dangers of unpreparedness. Heappey's statement can also underscore how invisible the threat can be to the general public. Most citizens aren't thinking about war on a daily basis. They're focused on cost of living, jobs and everyday life. But just because the threat is not front page news doesn't mean it's not real. In fact, the Minister's comments suggest that Britain may need to act decisively and quickly, which will require public understanding and political will. Let's be honest, there's also a political angle here. Announcements like this highlight a contrast between those who focus on security and defence and those who prioritise domestic spending or social agendas above national security and safety. Starmer's government could talk about compassion and diplomacy, but a serious threat requires action over rhetoric, and the public will judge them on results, not promises. For everyday Brits, this isn't abstract. Rapid planning for war has implications for defence spending, international policy and even civil preparedness. Citizens need to know that the armed forces are being equipped, our borders are secure, and this country is not left exposed to aggression whilst ministers debate policy. The stakes are high and mistakes can be catastrophic. So what should the takeaway be from this? Well, the government is moving to plan for war. That is serious. Starmer must ensure that rhetoric translates into capability. Britain's safety, security and sovereignty are on the line, and it's the responsibility of the government to prepare, act and defend the nation. This is a wake-up call. National security cannot be ignored, and the public has every right to demand clarity and results from those in power. Let's hope Starmer's team is ready to match words with action, because Britain cannot afford to be complacent. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want more honest political commentary and don't want to miss what's really happening behind the headlines, hit subscribe now and drop your thoughts in the comment. I want to hear what you think.